Empower Series. Been a part of the Empower Series since about 2017, and Happy New Year. All right, I want to make sure that I acknowledge our virtual guest. We're glad you're here, and I have to be honest, man, this is good. Like, y'all are beautiful. Y'all are beautiful. Y'all are beautiful. Because we think about what this is about. This is about goal setting, and of course, it is a vision board workshop. But the Empower Series really invokes and talks about taking action. And here in the new year, everyone being here this morning, you've already taken action. So you're already getting set to get to those goals that we're about to set now. So congratulations to you for that. And also to those who are joining us this morning through the telewaves, as I'll say. All right, so what we're going to do, I definitely want to acknowledge acknowledge some individuals that make this possible. And it's not an individual, but an organization, and I want to thank Comerica Bank for being a sponsor and supporting the Empower Series. They really do make it possible for us to do this, and they serve their community through that way. Also, I always have to acknowledge Clifton Ellis Johnson. He doesn't believe he is the Empower Series, but we argue about this. He is the Empower Series.
Yes.
And I would like for you all to get on his nerves and let him know that he is. He is the brainchild, the visionary of the Empower Series, and this is something that came out of his heart. This is what makes it so special, and special to me. It's why I will put my time, my energy, my resources into it, not because of just what it is, but because of who he is. And you know what I'm saying? So I definitely encourage you to do the same, and it's not something that will go to waste, is what I would like to say. With that being said, we're going to get into what we're here to do today, and that is to set our goals, and we're going to do that taking action by developing a vision board. All right, so with that being said, you have your sheets, and I'm kind of going to go through this a little bit and kind of get us started and then make an introduction into our special guest. All right. So with your wheel of life, just want to go over it a little bit to try to help you understand, and I'm probably going to have to share a little bit of my personal business because I did it, and to try to help you with the examples. It's pretty straightforward, and the main thing is that you want to think encompassing. You want to think encompassingly. You want to think about what you actually want to be, your ultimate goal, and I'm going to explain it my way. Dream as big as you can dream. Don't put any limitations on yourself. Really think about what would be the best version of myself in each category, okay? What is the top of that? Envision that, and then look at what it would take to achieve that. And these are the things that you're going to put on there. And I'm not going to go into the vision board portion because I am not the expert there. We have one for that. And if you have questions, definitely ask, but I don't think you will after it's done. So when we're looking at each part, if everybody looked at it, I'm going to ask, is everybody kind of clear on what it's asking you to do, and you feel pretty confident you'll be able to get this done? And then those that are watching online, bother Clifton or the Empower Series workers, and they'll help explain online if you're having trouble there. You go right ahead. Okay, absolutely. So when it says to complete the wheel, it says review the 8 wheel categories. So this briefly, think briefly what a satisfying life might look like for you in each area. So when it comes to friends or family, on the example, significant other, personal growth, fun and leisure, home environment, career, money, health, you can also change those. Those are interchangeable. So just think about the areas that are important for you on the wheel, and then you can pencil that in, right? And so it says the next, draw a line across each segment that represents your satisfaction score for each area. So on that, in the middle is 0, okay? In the middle of this, of the circle is 0. On the outer circle is going to be 10. So 1 through 10, you get to rate where that area, the category you've chosen, where does it rank? With 0 being dissatisfied and 10 being very satisfied, or almost perfection. And then so you put a number there, where that feels for you. All right? So it says, imagine the center of the wheel is 0 and the outer edge is 10. Choose a value between 1, like I said, very dissatisfied, and 10, fully satisfied. Now draw a line and write the score alongside. So I'm gonna, you probably can't see this, but when you put your number, you just put a little line, kind of like a curvature line, and it'll show you, you can see the distance. So if it's closer there, it's a little more work we have to do. If you're closer to the outside, it's filled up, like, okay, we might be rocking in that area. All right, excellent. And then it's important to use the first number score that pops into your head, not the number you think you should be. You know, it's got to play some mind games with yourself. And this is something, you want to be realistic. Be honest with yourself. Listen, you have to respect reality. I have a philosophy. You have to live in truth, operate in balance, and respect reality. This is between you and your being, your source, your Yah, the brother rock, whatever it is for you. So be honest with yourself, because this is what's going to help you achieve those goals. And I think just being honest with yourself is an achievement in itself. All right, so there's an example. We can go to the next slide, I think, that should show you have a box on the back that has the categories. Maybe not. There we go. Kind of an example of what this is going to look like on the back. So those are kind of categories. So you're going to talk about, you're going to list your score, then a SMART goal, and then the action steps that you're going to take. And I'm going to tell you, don't stress out. Take some time, think about it, and definitely be open to writing down what comes to mind. This is something that can be cleaned up, moved along. It may evolve, but you definitely want to have something established from the beginning. Okay? Any other questions? How does everybody feel right now? Outstanding. I know I don't show it, but I really am excited. And I was excited about this. So, of course, I've done this so I could kind of be able to explain it a little bit. And I'll be transparent. It focused me to think, to kind of be like, I'm not rocking where I want to rock in some areas. I'm not as good and solid in some areas, which is, I say, refreshing, and it definitely makes you reflect a little bit. So I'm excited about everybody doing this. This will get us to where we want to go, and we are taking action, and that's the most important thing. So the next portion of this is the fun part. So I'm going to introduce someone, and I'm going to tell you, I've introduced them before. You should know who they are. They've been here before. And if I really read off all the accolades, the things that they've accomplished, the individuals they've impacted, the spaces in which they've done all of this work, we'd be here for another 10, 15 minutes. But what I will tell you is they're dynamic, they're a doctor, they're a coach, they're a mother, they're a wife. Yeah, and they're magic. That's what I would like to say. Oh. They're magic, and that's the feeling I give. So I'm just going to be honest about that. So right now, I'd like to turn the mic over and turn the scene over to Amira Frieman.
Thank you. He gave me the feels every time. All right. So, how many of you are really ready today? Like, that's the question I need to ask. Raise your hand if you feel like you are ready today. I love that y'all raise your hand, but I didn't ask you what you were ready for. Okay. But I like that excitement, because that means that something is going to happen today in this room that is going to move your visions forward so far that 2024 is going to seem like eating a nice piece of chocolate cake. You don't like chocolate cake? I can't help it, okay? Now, when we were getting explained the wheel, right? And so when Clifton sent it to me last night, I looked at it, and at first I was like, I kind of like this. Because when I thought of the wheel, I thought of myself as the wheel, right? And those pieces that I feel whole and solid, that's my 10. That's my 10. And then the pieces that are not so solid, those are the ones that I could truly understand and put those numbers to know where I need to go, what my vision board needs to look like. And I held off making my vision board for 2024 so that we could do it in here. I could do it with you guys because I want us all to take this journey today. So what I want you to do first of all, is I want you to close your eyes and I want you to imagine your biggest goal, okay? And then I want you to think, I am. And when you think I am, what is the word that pops into your mind? And how does it connect to your biggest goal? So, open your eyes. Anybody want to volunteer? And tell me their I am. Magical. I love it. And she is, okay? She is. You are magical. And what is your biggest goal? To be magical? Okay. In all areas. So that ties together, right? So I want that I am statement to be your centerpiece, to be that centerpiece for you in creating your vision board today. So when you pick up your poster board or whatever it is, somewhere in the center or somewhere in the biggest portion, I have mine sectioned off already because I'm like that. So I had to do some pre-work, okay? But I want you to think about that I am. And I want you to put that somewhere in the middle of your vision board. So I'm going to give y'all 60 seconds just to get that I am into the middle of your vision board. And then we're going to start building out from there, right? And using your will and action steps. How are y'all this morning? All right, what's your I am statement? See, build out from there.
I am intentional.
I love that word. I love that word, intentional. You're going to see in just a minute. Good morning. Good. I am's over here. I am. All right. Good morning. Good morning. So we got some I am statement. I love it. I love it. Yes. Excellent. Excellent. Good morning. Good morning. Some I ams over here. What we got? I am
a speaker.
There you go. Then build out from there. Good morning. Good morning. Some I ams. And I am magical. I love that. I need you to make sure you get some glitter over there with that magical. Yes. Yes. Good morning. How are you? Good to see you. Congratulations on the movie.
Thank you.
I have been yeah.
Look at us catching up again at this evening after years.
Years. But you know what? It's how far, that's how it works and how far God brings us. Back full circle. Full circle.
Love that.
Yes. Good to see you too. Well, thank you. Now, what do we got? What do we got over here? Some I am. Okay, our 60 seconds is up. So if you're at home and you would put your I am statement in there, then let's start building out. So I'm going to put in here my statement, and that is I am strong. And the reason why is because I teach high school kids, okay? Okay. And you got to be around there, okay? All right. So now I want you to look at your wheel, and I want you to grab whatever number that calls out to you that you need to work on right now in this workshop. Yes. Okay. You know what? That's okay. That's okay. You got moments now. Yes. You have moments now. Okay? So look at your wheel and see which number you want to work on. Now, I know I won't be aiming for those solid whole pieces myself. I'm going to be aiming for things I need to focus and put that smarter goal on. Because we go beyond smart in this workshop. We go smarter. If I could put an expert acronym on it, we're going to do that too. So for me, I know I need to work on fun and leisure. And my husband would agree with that. Definitely would. So my vision board this year is going to be incorporating more fun and leisure activities into our home. Because we're empty nesters now. Yes, praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. But they still come back. They still come back and take your food, okay, and wash their clothes. All right. So if you're at home, I want you to think about that as well. Wherever you are creating that vision board workshop with our online audience, I want you to look at your wheel and pick that number that's calling out to you that you need to focus on, okay, and build that action plan. So fun and leisure for me would be, what would that look like? First, I have to be intentional to do it. And I think that's what's missing when we start to build out our visions, is that we build them, but we don't build them with specific intent to do them, to complete the goals, to put an action plan on each part of our vision. So look at that number, grab it, write it down in the corner. I'm going to write mine, fun and leisure, over here in the corner. On your vision board. I'm so sorry. Like wherever you want to put it. You can put it in the corner, on the side. You can even put it at the top, in the big piece. I'm going to put mine in the corner because I want to build out what my action plans are going to look like. Okay? And then, if you have your materials, after I put the number I'm going to work on for my goal, I'm going to sparkle it up a little bit around there. All right, now that I have that, so we're going to look at your worksheet that says vision board building, right? If you don't have it, I can come around and we can go, because we're going to go over it. So as you're building out your vision board, grab the color or color scheme out of your mind that you want your vision board to look, the way you want it to look. That color. Do you want your visions to scream out at you in red? Do you want them to be just a black and white? Yeah, I frown because we're not, please don't do black and white. Okay. All right, I want you to think about your color scheme. And then once you have your color scheme and you know that that's what you're going to go with, then I want you to be able to think about that area that you just picked, fun and leisure. What can you do first? So does anybody, for me, fun and leisure is be intentional, and set a time frame to have fun weekly, because that's the best I can do right now. Okay? Weekly. So what is that going to look like weekly? So an action plan for me would actually include an accountability partner. So if whether you're here or you're online, you may need an accountability partner to keep you on that path to actually get that action plan done. So I'm going to grab my husband was always the fun planner with the kids. They were always the fun planner, whereas I was not. I just was like, y'all playing, I'm going to go. I'm going to just go. Just tell me what to pack, where we going, and I'm going to go. And you might not want to do that because you'll end up in the middle of Carlsbad Caverns wondering why you're underground. Okay? You got to ask some questions. You got to ask some questions, okay? Yeah, exactly. I was wearing shorts. It was cold, okay? So that would be getting that accountability partner. So yes, I would still grab my husband to be my accountability partner. And then after I have my accountability partner, and now I have my category, now I can start building my action plan, and now I can visualize at least 2 goals for my vision board. One is weekly fun. One is summertime family vacation planning. I'm included on fun. Okay? That's 2. And we can build the action plan from there. So I want you to think about a goal for that area of your life that you chose for your vision board. I want you to think about one goal first. Okay? If you need to write it down on your wheel or on your sheet somewhere, write it down so you won't forget it as you build out your vision board. Okay? Write it down. Just one for now. We're going to get to the other one. Or however many that you need. Okay? So, does anybody want to share? You don't have to, because I share enough. But does anybody want to share? Yes, ma'am.
I said health, and so one of the things I need to do really consistently is exercise more, eat less. But be consistent with what I'm doing.
Okay.
And one of the things I was also looking at is doing, I don't know, I'm really trying to consciously think about this, is doing a 5K every month.
Okay.
And I don't have to run it.
No.
But if I can be consistent with that, that's one of the things I'm really trying to make myself commit to.
Okay. And that's good. That's really good, because what does running do for our health? It improves it dramatically. I mean, I chase after soccer girls, so I understand. So that's going to be your first goal, and that you attach an action plan to. So did everybody hear her goal? Her first goal. So her category is health, and she chose a goal. Actually, she chose 2, exercise and run 5K month. Eat less.
Well, eat less, and then as far as the 5K, don't have to run, just be there. You can walk it.
Yes. Yes, I'm all for walking. So, pick 1, pick 2. I'd rather that you stay with 1 for right now, but if you feel adventurous and you know what you need to work on and focus on, go ahead and pick out 2 or more. Okay? Now, once you've got that, then I want you to go ahead and get your magazines. If you don't already have some at your table, there's a table here. There's also some extra creative things on my table that I like to use to just make sure that my vision board calls out to me with my first goal. Okay? So if you want to go ahead and do that by this table first, and then we'll go from there, and then we'll talk about how to properly pull out of the magazines. We're not going to play paper dolls. You know, that dates me really bad, but just get a couple of magazines that you think would have something in it that speaks to your goal, and then return to your table, and we'll talk about how to pull out what you need. Okay? And I'm going to come around the room in case anybody is still trying to pick that area so that we can talk about it, and then we can just really dig in. Okay? Y'all are good?
Yeah, she's got friends and family I have help.
Okay.
So that's a good combination.
Yeah, that's a really good combination. Because friends and family are the best ones to hold you accountable.
Right.
Okay. Just cut it on. Okay, thank you, sir. So friends and family are the best ones to actually hold you accountable for your health. 'Cause we can. All right, how we doing over here? Okay. 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 All right. Yes. So everybody has their I am statement, right? Okay.
Mine, I am unshakable.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a
My
really
word
good
of the year.
Okay.
I'm doing career development and networking.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna do health as well. So that's meal planning, exercise routine. I think break it down.
Okay.
I end up hitting all of these. Right.
So you're going to cover all of that in your vision board?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
But it's gonna be little hints of it.
Okay.
I want to be able to kind of. Well, see, in my, so I do life coaching too, so I be all hyped up. That's why you messing with me. But I'm doing mine based on the 5 pillars.
Okay.
So I'm gonna narrow mine down somewhat to faith, family, fitness, future, and finance.
Okay.
Kind of stream it.
Okay. Try to pull it all together in like a little Venn diagram type. Okay. All right. Ish. Uh-huh.
Ish.
Oh, he's your life coach. Okay.
I need to invoice some.
And how we doing?
I'm good. I think I'm gonna glue that down there to help that stand out, and then I've got my I am statement. I kind of fleshed it out a little more on the 2 things that I'm gonna focus on, or am focusing on, and then started on my goals. Kind of started, but I'm actually gonna start on them down here. But this is something already being done, so I'm gonna start probably more down here. Because I'm in the middle of a motivational speaking cohort, but I need to finish it because I'm behind.
Okay.
And so to find the life coach and do resilience.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay. And how we doing?
Good. I think I'm gonna focus on health.
Okay.
Because recently I did a vision board, and that's the only thing I did not put on my vision board for some reason, and I forgot about that. So
Okay.
something I really want to focus on.
Okay. All right. Good. That's going to be included in my fun and leisure. Yeah. Yeah. Because it can't all be fun. All right. How are we doing over here? All right.
Getting it together.
Getting it together. I see y'all already got magazines. Y'all working it. All right. All right. How we doing over here? All right. See, yeah. I saw those clips unintentionally. Yes. All right. Looking good. Okay. Okay. Okay.
I want to write it down.
Okay, yes, please do. All right, does everybody have magazines? Every table have magazines? All right. You wanna hold on to the mic? You wanna hold on to the mic? All right, so, when you pick up a magazine, the first thing you want to do is you want to just scroll through it, and then you look through it, and you're like, wait, oh, okay, she's got shiny hair, I want shiny hair too. And you start cutting, right? So instead of doing that, just take your time and peruse. And oh, look, for me, there's this phrase up here, getting it together. So when I see this phrase, I'm going to go ahead and earmark that page. I'm not going to cut it just yet because I can go through and look a little bit more. Oh, invest here. That's even a better phrase for me, right? In my fun and leisure time. Invest here in fun and leisure travel. So I'm not going to take the phrase getting it together. I'm going to take the one that applies the most to my actual goal, which is invest here. Because, let me tell you, one thing I learned about building vision boards is when you claim something, it attaches to you and your purpose. And then that phrase gets stuck in your head and you start to build your vision around that instead of your vision. Because if I claim that word, getting it together, and I see that every day in my vision, what am I going to feel like I need to do every day? Get it together. And most days I have it together, so that wouldn't apply to me at all. But I did say most days. Okay. So I would take invest here instead, because I know that every day that I look at that vision board and I see those words, invest here, and it applies to my vision, I'm actually going to work that vision. Thank you. We want to say thank you for tuning in to Martin from Kenya, April from Mississippi, Veronica, the Black Shaggy, and DeMarcus. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Vision Board Workshop. I hope you're creating great visions along with us here in the workshop today. So I'm going to cut that phrase, invest here. And I'm going to take a little glue stick right here. And that's going to be one of my first applications to my vision of fun and leisure. Okay? Then I could keep looking in the magazine, but I'm going to wait when we all start to just dive in. And I'm going to invest here in family. I'm going to invest here in a clock to make sure that I'm actually taking the time to get it done, right? And then, just in case I miss that clock, I'm going to put a nice little hourglass down here by fun and leisure. So from here, I've got pieces. Now I need my action plan. So my first action plan, which I have some papers here, some little sticky notes that say just keep going. And I also have some sticky notes that are lined sticky notes. So I'm actually going to, for me, I'm going to glue this sticky note down and I'm going to write out what I'm going to do weekly. A weekly plan. So that way I can see it. I can adhere to it. Because as a coach, I am going. In the fall and in the spring. And I think I'm at home one day without practice, without anything. So that one day, I know I can commit to having fun and leisure time with my husband or with the kids when they drop in. Okay? So I'm going to take this sticky note. So sorry. And I'm going to apply it over here in the biggest portion of my goal, my vision. And I'm going to write out that action plan. What am I going to do on Wednesdays? Anybody got suggestions? Watch a movie? I don't like that. So I'm going to name it Wednesday Fun. And things to do. Or I could have named it options, but visions can shift and they can become options, right? So I'm going to say things to do. Movies, walks, when it's not cold. Maybe game nights. And maybe I don't know, maybe a sports night. And when I say sports night, it's because we watch every kind of sport. So it could be just us making queso and watching sports instead of movies. So these are things that we can do. So now my vision board is starting to look more, it's starting to fill out to things I can do. Because remember, when we build smarter goals, what do they have to be first? Specific. They have to be specific. And having fun is kind of broad, right? So I've specified what I can do in my action plan with my goal. I've specified my goal into Wednesday's fun, options or things to do, movies, walks, game night, sports night. Okay? And I'm going to use this kissing face and my little stickers here, and say accountability partner is my hubby. Okay, so now let's go through the magazines and find intentionally what we're going to apply specifically to our vision. Okay? And I'm going to do it with y'all. Got my scissors right here. Yes, come, by all means, come on up. Okay, so here's another phrase that is so common, but I never really say it myself unless I'm speaking to one of my seniors, right? And that is, live your best life. And how can I live my best life if I'm always working? So fun and leisure has to be included so that I can have some downtime sometimes. And believe me, I needed teaching them high school kids. Okay? I do. So I'm going to apply that because it's specific to my goal. And we have some streamers and stuff too if you need those. Okay? Uh-huh. All right, now I'm going to come around in just a second. I'm going to come around and check on y'all and make sure we're staying specific in our goal setting, in our vision board building. And if you need me, just call out and say, Amira, I need help. Ooh, I like that.
Oh, we have a little reminder. And I already make this, so I see my
I love these conversations. All right, what we got over here?
You did my speed course. I done gave these two a whole lesson. You ain't listening. I done got them up to speed. From 0 to 10, grade each one of these. You're going to draw a line that corresponds.
So remember, when we're building out our goals, specific, measurable, attainable, okay, real, and it's got to be time-based. Whether it's a day, a specific day, whether it's within 30 days, within a week. I gave myself a weekly thing. I see weekly on your sticky notes. That's good. And then remember when I said we're going to go smarter? You might need to go back and evaluate all of that specific, measurable, attainable, real, time-based. How we going? How we doing over here?
About the same, right?
So are we being intentional cutting out?
Yes.
Look, I'm like, yes.
Cause mine help.
I think so.
There you go.
And I see a little person back here with some little food and snacks and
Yes.
all in one.
Yes. Because remember, like I said, usually we just start cutting out and we just want to paste everything on our board. We got to make sure it applies to our vision. So, because that's what we're going to look at every day, right?
Yeah.
All right. How we going? Ooh. Look, I've come over here and looked at y'all's little magazine. I need to look at that. Oh, and I need this. I need this one. This little one right here. Yeah, I'm going to take one of y'all stickers while I'm over here.
Where do you want to go? Because I probably have a picture of it.
Oh, I'm going to stick travel on there somewhere. Because of my schedule, I only have a specific window to travel. All right, y'all are looking good over here. Jackie picked up that pen, so I already know she getting to work.
Listen, I gotta be specific here.
Yes, yes. How we going over here? I love it. I love it. I love it.
Okay, so I couldn't nail down my middle part, so I just went with.
Your I am?
Yes, I have several.
Okay. Okay.
So
And that's
nailed that
fine.
part down.
Yeah.
I can't find any pictures. I do want to do the yoga. That's the everyday stretching.
The healthy? Yeah. Yes. I saw some smoothies right there. I see some smoothies. Are those smoothies? Those smoothie popsicles? Maybe. Maybe healthy popsicles. Yeah. How we going? Yeah, because you built an outstanding vision board last year. Yeah, did you hit your goals? Okay. How we going over here, ladies?
Great, thank you.
Good. Good. Now, I will share that last year's vision board workshop, I built an extra vision board, right? I'd already created one for 2023, and I built another one during the workshop. And I let that one actually shift my original vision, but guess what? I hit every goal on that second vision board, except for one. And that's gonna fall over it probably into 2025 because I'm not ready. Because you have to be ready for your vision to come to life, right? You have to be ready. And if you're not ready, it's just gonna sit there on the vision board and annoy you because you can't get it done. So we don't want to do that.
I mean, I think the reason why I said I am love is because if I can't love me, then I can't love those around me, and then I can't love the way they think and how they view things in life. Because
Right.
once you say that's you, then that allows you to shelter yourself.
Yes.
So if I love me, then that means I have to love and respect everybody around me in order for their vision to come full circle. I have
Right.
to learn some type of aspect of them in order to love them more. So that's why I picked
Right. Because you don't want to be a midwife to an aborted vision, right?
Right.
That's it. You have to be supportive, and you have to be, because there's some of those
Yes.
in our life, and we have to be intentional not to be.
Yeah. And I think that's the hardest part is understanding, like, you just like literally shut that person up, and the only thing you said was, oh, okay. You
Yes.
understand sometimes the oh, okay to somebody
Yes.
means, oh, so you just let it go over your head.
Right.
You're not actually listening to what I'm saying.
Right. Right. Very good. Yes. Build it out. I want to see that. Build it out. Yes. So we were just having a conversation. What is your name? Chastity. So Chastity and I were just having a conversation. And I love her I am statement. And she explained it I'm going to say it specifically. And she also shared how her I am statement could affect those around her. And the reason why her I am statement, that's a very strong I am statement. And then we got to talking about how if you can't love, because her I am statement is I am love. Is it okay if I share? Her statement is I am love. And she shared how she has to learn and has to continue to love herself so she can love those around her and support their visions and be supportive and know how her love affects them. And so I made the statement, we don't want to be midwives to aborted visions. Because you... Y'all gonna tickle me today. All right. Because we don't want to be a midwife to aborted visions. Because you can be there with your friend, and let's do a hypothetical, right? You can be there with your friend, and your friend is talking about a new venture, something that they want to do, something that they have the money to do, something that they have the time to do, and they may have a separate support system from you, but they're telling you their vision, and they're telling you because they love you and they think and know that you love them. But is your love so solid for them that you're going to listen and you're going to give input and it's going to be constructive without being overly critical? Or are you going to shut them down by saying, oh, okay, are you sure you want to do that? Because they've entrusted you with their baby, their vision. They've entrusted you with it. And in that moment, you shut them down. And then because they have respect and love for you, their vision is now aborted. They are not going to do it. Because they trust and hold you in high esteem. So they're just like, I'm just not going to do it because I value her opinion and she wasn't hearing me or he wasn't hearing me. So I'm just going to let it go. I'm not going to get it done. So now you start thinking, well, is it because of what I said? Was I not feeling great that day? And now they're in counseling and trying not to target you and abort your visions, okay? Now they're having to rethink your whole friendship, your whole relationship. So instead of doing that, just make sure that as you build your vision out and you make it with those smarter goals, please make sure that you consider that if you share your vision with somebody else, be receptive and open to hearing theirs. You sit at the table with various people you may know or you may not know. But if they speak out, whether here, online, at home, whatever it is, if they speak out and they say, hey, I think this is what my I am statement and this is what it's going to be. You don't have to say, yes, oh my God, you should do that. You don't have to be overly into it, but just affirm. If they need you to affirm it. Confirm it. Because that may be your God-given purpose in that moment. Just to affirm their vision. Okay? So, that was enough of me on that pulpit. So, let's continue. Let's continue and get these vision boards built. Now, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to cut some more specific and intentional items. Don't make me pass around the collection plate now. Yes.
I have quite a few things.
Mm-hmm.
Career change, of course, better health, increase my wealth, add to retirement, and I think all of this is personal growth.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure how to.
So if you want to focus, okay, because even though they're all under personal growth, they are specific. So you want to be specific to which one is affecting you right now. Like, how is it making you feel when you look at each one of those? So,
Like prioritize these?
yes, prioritize which one makes you feel full, and then you just cross that out, and then you have what's left that you know you need to work on.
I guess this one.
Okay?
Can't do that without this.
Okay, exactly, because you got to have your health, right? So, I would focus on health. What was your I am statement?
I'm happy.
You are happy. So, what makes you happy right now?
Well, that's a good question.
So,
I
does it make you happy to eat healthy? Does it make you happy the way that you feel
I'm happy that I'm making a change because now I want to do something that I've always wanted to do versus what I had to do for 20 some years.
I understand. So, I understand. So, I would focus on your health so that you can make that career change. But you can also combine these two and make that, just make one specific goal for each one that you can accomplish right now, right?
A goal for each.
Yes, a goal for each. So if you do a goal for health, what would it be?
Just as the lady mentioned, get out there more, adding weekly walking or
Okay.
daily walking, and then exercise.
Okay.
Don't do it.
Okay. And what about diet?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Or lifestyle, food. I always say food change.
Yeah.
Yes. So, because I don't have to
Not
think of it as a
dieting,
diet.
for
Yeah,
sure.
no, I'm not dieting.
Just change, and I have lost some weight.
Okay.
By eating more of it, like they say, 5 fruits and vegetables.
Right.
It really does work.
It does. I have a superfood shake now because I can't keep up with these kids. So as a coach, I got to keep up with the kids.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So that's one. So one goal that you want to do. So the daily walking sessions, that's a goal. How are you going to accomplish that goal? And do you need an accountability partner to do so? And that's what I would do. I would focus on that and then just build out your board from there. But make sure you're intentional as to what you cut out so that nothing wrong or nothing incorrect is sticking out at you when you look at it every day.
Oh, to help me focus.
To help you focus.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, you are so welcome. Right. All right.
Thanks again.
Oh, of course, of course. All right, is everybody doing okay? Y'all need to switch out magazines. Y'all good? Yeah. All right, I see you over there.
And then I built what that looks like around there. So I am successful in sharing a positive transformation with my ministry work. And so the first thing I want to do is I want to attend Impactful Creative Film Festival. So film festival for my film people. 2, I would need a work partner. Then find creative opportunities. This production company, which the end game is a black woman in Hollywood.
I love it.
And so wait. And on top of that, it is what it's all about. The goal of even the project is she turns red stays blue. So red is hot, mad, upset, depressed. Blue, calm, peaceful, loving, kind, joyous.
You gotta work
inspirational.
all of that.
Wait, on TV.
On TV. Yes.
Okay, I got a new idea.
I love it.
How long you gonna take you to put
Are we all right? We're good? All right. All right. How we doing over here?
I'm a swimmer. I'm a swimmer. Mine about health.
It should be
That's
Charles
gonna
Terry
be
Jr.
part of it.
on
Back in the health. Get back in the
Charles
cruise.
Terry T. I do that every day.
All right. All right.
I found a new one. I'm trying to spell out my I am word. So I'm working on that.
Okay.
Fancy. Don't worry about it. I'm not. I want to do it too. No, you can't even get your circle done.
What's up the leg up?
Not telling on him.
I just told him I'm not the one. I'm telling them.
He
I just told them I'm not the one you want on your team. Because I'm telling everything.
He looking for a picture of a rat.
I'm telling them. Listen to me. Call me Splinter. What's that I'm not the one.
He looking for a picture of a rat, right?
Oh my gosh.
Before I can even get in the room, you know, they offer you a coat. I done told everything.
Right.
I got stuff that ain't even involved. I done put other folk in. So there's a guy named Jerry. Y'all been looking for Jerry.
Oh, not Gerald.
That's an award for this?
Just let me out. I can get all these. Give me your box of cold cases.
Right.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I know stuff on all these cases.
Oh my goodness gracious.
All this goes down too.
I swear. I swear. All right, how we doing over here? All right. Yes, you working. I see it. I love it.
I think I picked the right magazine because this is exactly what I do.
You repurpose old furniture. I love it.
And I love to paint wood. I have a wood fetish. I can't draw. All my children can, but I can paint. It is odd, but they can paint and draw.
Okay. So what was your I am statement? I love it. I love it. Good. It's rare to see young folks in the vision board workshop. Yeah, it's rare. But I've had some. Like my soccer players have to do that at the beginning of the season with the head coach. Then I always do a vision check-in with them during the season to make sure that they're accomplishing their sports goals. And so like today, they have a game I got to go to when I leave here. So I'm suffering just a little bit because I got all extra clothes because I got to change into my soccer stuff.
Okay. So you stay warm.
Oh yeah, my husband hooked me up with some heated socks and heated coat and a heated neck warmer. If I could get a ski mask, I would probably wear that too. All of it. We good?
Yes.
All right. No, you're fine. You're fine.
Definitely.
Sometimes it takes a minute. No, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. Sometimes it takes a minute. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, break. Now, as you build out, let me interrupt for just a second. These conversations I'm loving because y'all are sharing and y'all are explaining and I hear a few of you shifting your visions just a little bit. So, what I want you to know is that as you build your visions, I need to make sure that you are creating a time-based mentality with those visions. Because as you build, the time is a plan. Because what is a dream without a plan? It's still a dream. It's still a dream. Okay? It's still a dream. So we want to make sure that we're planning Okay? You're getting your vision. You're attaching goals. You're attaching time, attainable, realistic goals. Because I know, for me, I know I'm not going to shift from my Wednesday evenings, except for every third Wednesday when I have a commission meeting. But it's every third Wednesday. I can't get rid of them. But I love them, though. Don't get me wrong. Okay? But I know I won't shift away from the Wednesday evenings or even the Sundays. I may be able to include the Sundays that I can have some fun and leisure. But I still got to make that a plan. How many Sundays? What am I going to be volunteering? Am I going to be doing something else? I don't want to set a goal for Sundays knowing that I may be pulled to go and do some volunteer work. I may be pulled to go and just fulfill God's purpose and whatever that moment is on a Sunday. Because one of my goals from last year was to be an athletics coach for my school. And I accomplished that, a little bit too much. But it still was time-based. And it helped me to reshape what I'm going to put on my 2024 vision board, which is fun and leisure. And I've got to be strong enough to do it. Not just mentally, but physically, right? Because I hear a lot of us saying that we're going to go with a health vision. I too need to go with a health vision. I've already started on that journey. So I'm a little further along than I thought I would be. So that goal is already set. It already has a time base on it. But now I need to concentrate on fun and leisure, because if I'm not relaxing and I'm working all the time, then I'm going to be stressed out all the time, right? And what does stress do to our health? So, wherever you are building your vision board, you need to make sure that you are being specific, measurable, that it's attainable, realistic, time-based, and then I want you to go back and evaluate all of that again. And then reassess it to make sure that you can get it done. And if not, when we reassess the goal, we have to shift our vision just a little bit. And it's okay if you do. It's okay. Never get so solid and stressed out that you cannot shift when you need to. Because guess what? When we need to shift the vision, who's shifting that? So, be aware and just continue to build. I'll be around in a minute. Yes.
I want you to share some of the goals and talk to the people here. 3 people. Sit down.
Okay.
So just kind of talk to us.
Okay. So how do I do it? Oh, okay. Simone, can she hear me just speaking regularly? Okay. Oh, okay. So I speak from here? Oh, okay. So I don't have to speak out over there. Do I speak over there?
Go stand up there. I'll bring this out.
Okay. Okay. I don't know.
So just speak to everybody.
Okay. So I'm going to share a few comments from what we're getting online. So Simone Russell, her I am statement is I am growth, which is a really good statement, because where can we grow? Is there a limitation to our growth? So that's a really good statement. I'm curious as to what her vision is. And then we have the Black Shaggy. He's posting. They're posting my baking business more consistently on social media. So I'm assuming that's the vision, and the goals will tie to it, right? So posting the baking business more consistently on social media, that's again a time-based, that's pretty much a time-based goal that we can accomplish, or they can accomplish, because what can we do with social media now that we couldn't do before? We can schedule that. We can schedule those posts. We can ask Fiverr to create us a Google calendar or a social media calendar, and grab it and just post and schedule those things out. So that's really good. And then T. James said, start my channel and podcast 2024. That's a vision, and it needs some goals to go along with it. So thank you guys for tuning in and telling and sharing with us all your comments. Those goals are attainable, but we have to focus them in so that we can have an action plan to get to each one. All right, so I got my hourglass over here in the wrong spot, so let me put my hourglass. And then I cut out a few things.
So I told you I was I am happy, right? And I said I want to work remote, but that's another goal. But so being happy for me is helping people, and I thought about that explaining to her because I started a nonprofit,
Okay.
and that's all I really want to do is help people.
Okay.
But I gotta make it into a career so that I can get paid.
That part, believe me, I understand. So,
Can I say that? Like I'm happy when I'm helping.
when you're helping others, yes, you can. Yes. I would say I am an advocate, or I am support, or I am a volunteer, just so that you can start to focus and build around that. Because remember, helping others requires more of us. Okay?
Yeah.
And that means God is requiring more of you. So I would go ahead and say, I am happy when I'm helping other people.
Yeah. And that is remote.
Yes.
I just say helping others.
Yes.
Okay, now I gotta focus.
Right. So I got to tell y'all, all right, so last year, my vision also included being able to create what's called a necessities closet for the students at my school. And I thought it was going to be just a shelf or two with maybe some ramen noodles, or maybe a few boxes of juice or something. But it was a goal of mine because we had so many students and you wouldn't believe, but some of you may, how many students just came to school hungry. Or they would be in class and they would eat the school breakfast and they couldn't concentrate because they were still hungry. Or they didn't have deodorant or whatever it was. So one of my goals on my vision board was to support that idea. And we talked about the aborted vision. It was about to be an aborted vision. It was about to be an aborted goal because I wanted to help those kids, but the other teachers, they didn't want to help. They weren't listening. They were like, oh, girl, these kids are always hungry. They're always, they can eat school food. And me as a mom of 6, I know we had to feed them kids. And I even took boxes of snacks. I go to Sam's and buy boxes of snacks and take them to school the school nurse and tell my kids, go see the nurse. Tell them you need to go see the nurse to get them out of class. But was that wrong? Yes, don't do that. Okay? Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? Don't do that. Yes. Oh, that's on there. I was like, wait, oh my goodness, somebody else got the same idea. Oh, but anyways, so hearing so many negative comments or so many teachers trying to shut that idea down actually pushed me forward. And then I just asked my community. I just put a simple post on Facebook, asked my community, and I got probably 20 inboxes. How can I help? How can we make this real? And that goal has actually shifted that vision beyond. So now that closet, actually I had to clear out both closets in the back of my room. But that closet is now a template for my school district to use in other high schools in the area. So you see how your vision, thank you, but mine was just the vision and the idea, but if I had not had people to support that vision and accountability partners to get it done, then it would not be where it is. So you see how your vision and goals can tie into and spread beyond what you even can imagine. Beyond what you can imagine. Because our imagination is limited. That pose right there, girl, let me just walk away from that one. Yeah, no, I ain't going to be able to do that. Now, that is beyond what I can imagine. I mean, I can imagine it, but me to do it, that's beyond. Ooh, avocados, that's a good one. They look fresh, too. Yes, I love some avocados. Yes. Unless you make guacamole like I do.
What changes? What you doing?
I mean, that's still healthy, but then, huh? What else do I put in my guacamole? It's a secret. It's a secret. Huh? It is. It is. My husband actually told me stop at the store. I told him it's too cold. Yeah, he wants some today. Yeah, I literally, yeah. Because guess what? My goal is to go coach this game and go home. Yes. Looking good. I like this. Timeline is good. The timeline is good. Yes. Looking good. Yes, ma'am.
Mine is just about women.
Okay.
I didn't necessarily want pictures.
Okay.
I wanted words because words can be really powerful.
They are powerful and they speak to our soul. Yes, ma'am. That's the reason why I was telling everybody to make sure that they were intentional in picking it. And I see that.
And it's speaking to me because it said it's easier. Who decides? I have to.
You do. Yes, ma'am.
Feeling good. I'm investing. It's about being happy. And I'm here to enjoy it. I'm living in the heart of it.
All right now. Don't get nothing started. All right. Okay, don't get nothing started over here. Yes. Their game starts at 12, so I can leave at 12, 12:15.
So here's my thought. Online, you know, we have a schedule from 8 to 10. But kind of speak to
staying in touch with, like, there's a way for people to stay in touch with you, if they want to get
Okay.
in touch with you, staying in touch with the Empower series.
We're gonna supposed. Okay. Okay, so we're supposed to be wrapping up at 12. Just remember, vision boards are, shh, come back around. Don't make me do the do you hear me clap once thing, okay? All right. So we're supposed to be wrapping up at 12. I know some of you have to go at 12, so just for your reference, visions are a continuous process. They are not going to be just everything that you're thinking about be able to pour into a vision board today. My recommendation is that for those of you who have to leave, that you take this, because this is your foundation. This is what you will, let me turn it around. This is what you will build on. I challenge you to get it done by the end of January so that the rest of your year is set, okay? And then for those of you who are online, it's the same thing. I challenge you to get yours done by the end of January. And just know this is a continuous process. And what did I say earlier? Vision shift. I'd like to do a 6-month check-in sometime in June, maybe not the beginning of June or the middle of June or the end of June, maybe July. Okay. But I'd like to do a check-in just to see where everybody is in their vision. And if you need to shift and you need to get in touch with me to ask me or to ask me questions about how to refocus or how to reshift, then you can do that. I am on Facebook as Amira Frieman. I am on Instagram. And you can email me at afreeman@freemantraining.us. Okay? I will be more than happy to answer your questions. For those of you who don't have to leave at 12, then you can stay some extra time so that you can get it done. And those of you online, if you want to just stay and watch online until noon or 12:15, then you're more than welcome to as well, because we're just going to be finishing and wrapping it up. And I thank you guys for your time today, your energy, because y'all were a collective bunch today and getting some work done. Give yourself a hand. Okay? But I will be here for another 5 minutes just to answer your questions, and then I'm going to go coach some girls on the soccer field. I have some blue gems. If anybody wants to use the blue gems, they're up here. Huh?
What your little bling things are.
Oh, these? And Sherry, I would like for you to hold June 8th open, because that is the night of the Rowlett Juneteenth pageant.
Oh yeah,
you know, Rowlett's never had a Juneteenth pageant.
I didn't know that.
And now they're the first city and conservative city in miss any of these important dates, because I know that they're going to do entrepreneurship and credit management and financial literacy. And I can tell you that if we don't need it in this room, there's plenty of people that we know that probably need one or all of these, okay? So just remember to follow the Empower series. And again, we want to thank Clifton and his team for an amazing day today. Please, if we could take a picture with you and your board, your vision board.
If you would like to.
If you would like to. If you don't, that's totally fine.
All right, I'm really just talking to you individuals that are online. We're about to wrap up. I just want to say we thank you for being here. You should be proud of yourselves for taking action in 2024. Hopefully your vision boards have come together. Now you have a vision, you have a direction, and now it's time to take action. So definitely stay in contact with the Empower series. Go to our websites, make sure, and also if you're in the chat, you can drop your email in there if you feel comfortable doing that, so that we can reach out to you, we can contact you. And you can definitely go visit us or email us at www.empowerseries.com. All right, so thank you. We appreciate you, and we'll see you next month. Make sure you go check out our schedule, see what other workshops that we have coming up. We have one for each month, and we'll see you next month. All right, bye-bye. All right, and so I did want to give you the opportunity, definitely don't want to take this opportunity away from you. If you would like to donate to the Empower series, you can please text, give, or donate to 214-225-6337. And I'll say that again, if you would like to donate, you can text, give, or donate to 214-225-6337. And with that, we thank you for those who give and for those who would like to give. Either way, we appreciate it. But we definitely, so make sure you like, subscribe, share the website and the information, and we'll see you next month.